All right, guys. I should have put this on. Jeremy Wilcox falls to fourth. And we'll type that in. And it's breaking news. Hey, if anybody's here, shout it out. What's up? Big Blue Breakdown. You probably saw what I just typed in there. I'm sure you saw that on KSR. Just broke that. Patterson moved up to third on the depth chart, and Wilcox fell to fourth. And Stoops told Wilcox, "Hey, man, just keep working." So, hey, that's fine with me. Patterson's been out there the whole spring and summer practice anyway. So, I'm doing good, man. Doing good, brother. Let's see who comes in tonight. Yeah, I'm glad. I hope everybody got the notification. I got my phone here. I got the notification. Okay, good. All right. It's just me and you, brother. What's going on? Yep. Just ready to talk some football. Well, all right, we got 5 people. Everybody's coming in. Hey, come on in, everybody. Come on in. We'll talk some football. Yep, breaking news. I just typed it in down there, guys. You can read the breaking news. Nothing aside for some football. Yeah, I'm ready, man. One more weekend without football, and then I saw my work schedule. There's only 1 or 2 games that I will not be able to do a live on, so I'll be able to do like 10 or 11 of the games. So that is good news for me, unless we lose the first game, and then it'll just be the 5 of us in here watching it. So all right, guys, what's going on tonight? We got 5 people. I'm Tom. If you're new, it's Kentucky Football Nation. We're gonna talk some Kentucky football. Put some breaking news down there. Oh, Ronald Floyd is here. What's up, Ronald? Yeah, I'm ready to shut up all the doubters. Yeah, it gets old, dude. I mean, it really wears on me, dude. I get it big time. Yeah, I had some Toledo fan correcting me. I put out that video. If you haven't seen my video, how we could lose to Toledo. The only way we could lose to Toledo, what's up, Wildcat Highlights? Lose to Toledo is if we try to outscore them and we let their quarterback just throw all over us, because they cannot stop the run. And we'll go over that. Oh, Fish is here. What's up, brother? Oh, man, I'm doing good. Hey, guys, I'm like you guys, antsy for some football. 95 subs to you at 500. Yeah, I know. I'm gaining pretty fast here. I figure once I do a game, that'll drag some more in. I've been going on other channels, and actually, some people from an Alabama channel came on here, which is fine. I'll take it. Like I said, I'll take anybody. Hey, come on. We'll talk Kentucky football. Yes, not bad for 5.5 months. Well, almost 6 months here at the beginning of September. But yes, so what we got 7 people in here. All right, guys, you saw the breaking news. Poor Wilcox, I think he learned to tie his shoe, but he got knocked down to fourth on the running back depth chart, which I didn't know he was a little dude. I didn't know he was only 5'10. I thought he was bigger than that. But I was looking at measurements today because we're going to talk about Toledo. Poor Toledo. Yeah, their defensive line is going to have a lot of trouble with their offensive line. They don't have anybody anywhere near 300 pounds on their defensive line. It's all like 270, I mean, there's a 290 guy, but dude, we're going to be able to we're going to be able to run on them. There's no reason why we need to get in a scoring contest. That's how we can lose, turn the ball over and try to get in a scoring contest. Just run the clock, do our thing, and, I think we'll be fine. I don't know how you guys feel about Toledo game. Everybody wants us to lose. I know. I know. They want us to lose so bad. And I know they do. Yeah. Yeah. So no, what McGowan got dinged up and he didn't practice, but they're just holding these guys out. I mean, I think Dowdell got banged up a little bit. They're not going to play these guys in the last week before the game. I mean, they're not going to be out there. So yeah, I don't think anybody's hurt bad. From all the practices, Mark Stoops gave a press conference. I think it was yesterday. It may have been today. So, but yeah, he's very pleased. So hey, I was listening to Joshua Braun talk, and uh, Gusta is a pretty funny dude, and we'll talk about that. Yeah, I did get to listen to the player interviews. Definitely nervous, but I got a worse feeling we come out strong. Yeah, listen, if you watch that tape on the Pitt in that bowl game had 300 yards rushing. I mean, they cannot stop the run. I mean, we're going to go over there. We'll go over there. In fact, I'll probably make a video before the first game about the size of their lines. I mean, they're in trouble. They lost, they lost their best defensive lineman they had. They have no linebackers. I mean, dude, Pitt just ran all over them. I mean, we should just run all over them. Yeah. I mean, you take a look at their defensive tackles, 280, 270, 285, 290. Then you look at our offensive line, 336, 326, 340. Yeah. When you're outweighed by 30, 40 pounds, it makes a big difference. Plus, these are little dudes, 6'2", 6'2" defensive linemen, tackles. I mean, that's short. So, yeah, listen, there's no reason why we won't run the ball right down these guys' throat. And we should. And yeah, I'm not worried about Calzada. It's just this, they got one really good receiver. If you watch that video, I forgot his name. Vandross, number 2. Yeah, he's 5'10", but he's like Law. He reminds me of Law, except he can catch and he can run a route. I mean, he's really fast. So I'm worried about the one receiver they got. And of course, Tucker Gleason can beat you. If you give him time, he'll beat you by himself. But yeah, the pass game will look like. Our pass game is going to be play fake. We're just going to run. If they try and load the box, we're going to throw right over the top. That's the way this offense works. If we do a single back set, if you want to chance it and load up the box, then Calzada's got a strong enough arm. He can hit somebody down the field. Stellato over the middle. Stellato over the middle. You're going to see it. So yeah, I mean, yep. And you're going to see Macklin making catches, and yeah. So I think our passing game will be fine, but we really, we need to just run the ball on these guys. And uh, I put up a little 60-second video that nobody's really watched of Julian Edelman of the Patriots. I could only do because of copyright. I was afraid they were going to block it. I put a little 60-second video of Julian Edelman, wide receiver for the Patriots, talking about the way they won Super Bowls was by running the football. And they were talking. There was a defensive guy. I forgot who he played for. I know he played for the Patriots on there. And so yeah, running the ball is demoralizing. McGowan's just banged up from he's not hurt, Fish. I was listening to Stoops. He's just a little banged up. They're not going to chance McGowan and Dowdell before the first game. They're not going to play Patterson. The reason Patterson pulled ahead of Wilcox is because he was in there the whole spring and the whole summer because they needed somebody to get reps, and he passed up Wilcox. If you look at the first thing I typed in there, guys, yeah. Now McGowan's not hurt. Stoops confirmed that he's fine. He could come back Monday, but you won't see much of him. You're not going to see Calzada out there, throwing bombs and stuff before the first game. Everybody's all the starters, like the NFL now. Put the preseason game, put the backups in. Don't get anybody hurt the last week. So, yeah, we need them taking reps. Hey, don't worry about. Hey, look, McGowan and Dowdell. I think they're both juniors. Yeah, I mean they've taken so many reps. They do need to know the playbook, obviously. But if we run a lot of single back sets, then don't worry. I mean, as long as they know the playbook, and surely they do, I would think. Stoops didn't sound worried at all. And the offensive lineman, Joshua Braun, he's been at Florida and Arkansas, and they were asking him, does this line compare to that? And he basically said, yeah, this is we need to improve as a line, but this line has a lot of potential. So when Braun says, hey, this line is good, then I believe him because he's been other places. So, playing for Florida and Arkansas, he's been in the SEC. And yeah, our line should be fine. Like I said, if you look at Toledo's defensive line, I mean, 290 is about as big as they go. It's a lot of 270, 280, 290. Then you look at our offensive line, 336, 340, Jagger Burton. Yeah. And their guys are 6'2", 6'3". Our guys are 6'6", 6'7", Siaje Pete. There's no way. In fact, I'll tell you this. Our tight end, Boyer is bigger than any defensive end that they have. I looked that up today and I was looking at this and I'm going, I got to make a video on this, and I probably will. Yeah, they have about six defensive linemen, and none of them are bigger than Boyer. So our tight end is bigger than their six defensive ends. So I mean, yeah, because Boyer is like 260, and they got 250, they got some 260s, but man, Boyer's, he's a monster. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing us just run the ball. We got to, this offense, you got to run, you got to wear people down. Uh, so yeah, I don't know how you guys feel about it. Braun was talking about Farmer and Jagger Burton, that he was having fun, that they were very challenging to go against. So I was glad to hear that about Burton. Still don't know who the center is going to be, guys. They're kind of keeping that quiet. I didn't see. I mean, I don't know if it was Wibberley or one of the third string. It wasn't Burton that was being the center during these practices. So I don't know who center is going to be, and I think they're going to keep their mouth shut because I don't know. We shall see. Uh, what do you guys think? All right, we got 14 people in here. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. If you're new here, welcome. If you're from another school, shout it out. We'll take anybody. We love talking football. We'll take Louisville. We'll take Tennessee fans. We like everybody. As long as you're respectful. Hey, all we want to do is talk about we got to get to that first game. All right, we got one more weekend without football. And I looked at my work schedule and I will be able to do 11, probably 11, looks like. I'll only miss one game, the South Carolina game. I actually am got vacation and stuff scheduled. So I hopefully will only miss the South Carolina game. Other than that, we will sit right here. If we lose the first game, it'll just be the 14 of us sitting here, most likely. My wife told me, man, you better not lose the first game. Yeah. Uh, I don't think we will, guys. I really don't. Um, the quarterback, I mean, he's the guy. He's going to run. He's going to do a lot of quarterback draws if nobody's open. So uh, I think we should be able to defend that. Um, can everybody hear me okay? Just a sound check, 1 2 1 2. Everybody can hear me. I hope you can. Hope I'm not talking to myself. I know there's a lag. I know I'm behind you by about 10 seconds at least. That's one thing when we watch the game. Oh, we hear you. Thank you, Fish. Yeah, we watch the game. You'll be 10 seconds ahead of me. You'll see him score before I do because I watch it with Uncle Lou and I see it score before he does. But when you type it, it'll be timed up, so I won't be able to see if you type it in. Uh, but no, I am looking forward to the first game. Elmer, what's up, brother? From work. Oh, yes. Well, we just got on. I'm glad you can hear me loud and clear. We're looking forward to some football. Um, it's not going to be an easy game because the quarterback is so good. He's probably going to go in the late rounds of the NFL draft because he's that good. But he lost his tight ends. I was looking today, three tight ends that have basically no catches between them because he likes to throw to the tight end. They run that air raid where the tight end just runs straight out and sits down, and then they throw it to him. So I hope their tight ends are not that good. Big blue breakdown. I really want us to dominate in the run. I think we will, and look solid in the pass. I think we will. I think we will. Uh, their defense is just not that good. And if you look at the power rankings, guys, they're ranked 74th. I mean, you start looking at numbers and you're like, I know they got a vote in the AP, and I know people think we're 35 and you're 75. We're 40 spots ahead of you for a reason. I mean, I'm not saying they can't I'm not saying they can't beat us because they could. If we turn the ball, if you watch my Pitt video, guys, go back and watch my How We Can Lose Toledo video. I broke down the Pitt game and how Pitt lost to them. Well, Pitt got 300 yards rushing, but they threw two pick sixes, and then they gave up a blown coverage and a real long touchdown. They gave up 21 points off mistakes, and they lost in overtime. That's how we lose the game. We make mistakes. We can't do that. Just run the ball straight down their throat and wear them down because they are thin. They have a bunch of freshmen and sophomores and people that have not played that are playing in the front seven. So we're going to dominate their front seven. It's just they're just not good enough. I mean, I just don't see them being able to stop us if we just don't try. Pitt tried to get in a scoring, throw the ball. And let's just play. We don't need to playground the game. Just straight ahead, right down your throat, and wear them down. Fish. Kentucky's gonna win 35-14. They might get a few. You know what? They can score. They might get 21 on us. I'd take 35-21. I'll take anything. It's 8.5. Vegas is usually not far off from that. So, a 10-point win, maybe 14. Yeah, I'll take 35-21. And look, we don't need to, if we get ahead, we got Ole Miss the next week. Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah, we got Ole Miss the second week. So if we get ahead of them, you know, and we know we're going to win the game, then now Patterson will start coming in. And yeah, then we'll see Jamarian Wilcox and you'll get McGowan and Dowdell out of there and you'll put in some backup linemen. But the offensive line looks good, guys. Everybody that's seen it, the writers, the players, like I said, if you just got here, Joshua Braun was saying that, he was at Arkansas and Florida, and we have potential to be just as good as any line he's ever played on. So that's good to hear. And, you know, we just need our defense has to show up for this game. We have to get pressure on him. If you give him time to throw, it'll be a close game, and we don't want a close game. So yeah, and I don't think it will be. So I think we can just do run our. I think Zach Calzada is going to show you why we got him. I think Zach Calzada is the difference maker. I know he knows the playbook by now. He's holding back. I know what he's doing in practice. He's holding back, and he's not he's not showing off his arm. Elmer writes, my take is Mark Stoops got back to fundamentals, yes, and being sound fundamentally, yes. The coordinator for 2 years in a row. Yeah, Bush Hamden. Look, guys, I was looking at Ashton Genty with the Raiders, and they were talking about Boise State, and he was talking about how he's ready to go because he played in this offense, and it's a pro style offense. So people think just because we're running the ball, it's not pro style offense. Well, it is. It's a single back set. It's a pro style offense. Like I said, if you go back and watch I put in a little 60-second video of Julian Edelman from the Patriots because I didn't want to get a trademark of or a violation for using more than a minute. But I just took out a little section there talking about the run game. And the reason the Patriots won Super Bowls was because they ran the ball. And they were talking about he's an offensive player, and go watch what he says about when you're on the sideline and you want to get back out there, but you can't get back out there because they keep making 3 yards, 4 yards, 3 yards. And offense, it starts frustrating you on the sideline because you keep thinking we're going to go back out there, but then they get another first down. And so it frustrates the defense, but it also frustrates the offense because they can't get on the field. And that's why this offense will work for us. Okay, we are not Georgia. We are not, we cannot win high scoring games. Hey, man, Randy's here. Randy's talking about the dogs. There's just now. What's up in the bluegrass, brother? We're talking about our offense, brother. How we're gonna do a single back set and run the ball, and just try and do the Mark Stoops thing, Randy. Oh, and Randy, I liked your video about don't blame Georgia because you can't beat us. Yeah, I like that take you had on Georgia. It's not your fault, and that's true. It's not Georgia's fault that they keep winning. If you're mad about it, beat them. I agree with you 100%, Randy. That was a good video. Yeah. Randy is here. If you guys don't know Randy from How About Them Effing Dogs podcast, Randy, first celebrity ever on my channel. He's got a really good channel. If you have not been over his channel, go give him a like and a subscribe right now because he does some really good live stuff. That's an older one. Oh, it is an older one? Okay, well, I just caught it somewhere then. I don't know. It popped up in my feed and I looked at it and you're going, hey, and you're right. Don't be mad at Kirby Smart, you know. People used to get mad at John Calipari. I understand in basketball, they would get mad at him, but don't be mad at the coach. I mean, uh, yep. Randy, I see no one is saying that Gunnar Stockton is going to be a bad quarterback all of a sudden. Everybody's kind of shut up about Gunnar Stockton. So I think whatever Kirby Smart has said about Gunnar Stockton is working because the talking heads on the Feinbaum channels have all of a sudden shut up about that. So uh, now we're talking Georgia. See, anybody can come over here, guys. I'm if you're new and you just walked in here or came across me, I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. We have a Georgia fan in here. We're talking about breaking news. Our third string. If you saw our third string running back got moved down to fourth, and our fourth string running back got moved up to three. So we had them flip. We got four running backs, and Patterson went to three, and Wilcox went to down to four. So yes, oh, that Randy's talking about. Yes, Georgia had a good scrimmage Saturday. You guys are going to be fine, man. You know, just beat Texas because I get tired of hearing about Texas. But no, we start out with Toledo, Randy, and Toledo's good. They got that quarterback. He's probably going to go in the NFL, Tucker Gleason. If you haven't seen this Tucker Gleason guy for Toledo, I mean, he's a Roethlisberger type guy. They run the shotgun, and he can. I mean, he can throw it now. They got a couple good receivers, but they cannot run the ball out of the shotgun, and they cannot stop the run. So if we got to do is play our game. We're 8.5 point favorite. It's kind of fell back. We'll be fine. Yes, yes, the Toledo Rockets. Yes, and they have a very good coach. If we make mistakes and you give that quarterback a chance to win, he can win. So yeah, I did a video, Randy, on how we lose to Toledo. Elmer says, "Great work." Yes, yeah. Anybody go to Randy's podcast? How about the Method Dogs? You can talk in there. He's not gonna. He's really cool to everybody. So if you're a Kentucky fan, just be cool. You know uh, sometimes I don't, I need to, I have to look at George's roster to figure out what he is saying, but then I look at the roster. Oh, okay. But no, Randy's a good man. All right, guys, anybody got anything you want to talk about? Uh, I mean, look, we're just sitting here waiting. McGowan is not hurt. If you guys saw that, our lead running back, supposedly he got banged up, but they're just holding him out. This last week of practice, you're not going to see a lot. Yeah, thanks, Elmer. Yeah, thanks for giving Randy a shout out. How about the F and Dogs podcast? Go there because Randy also knows football, and he networks with an Alabama guy, and then I don't know they really know football. I didn't know the Alabama roster because we don't play them, but yeah, Randy networks with other people. Yeah, it's really good. Uh, I don't know if you guys saw that Sports Talk Jay and the South Carolina dude had a debate about South Carolina cheating Tennessee. I don't know what that was all about, but so Alabama's Alabama's number one. No, I did not see that, Randy. Breaking news: Alabama's running back one is injured 6 to 8 weeks. Oh man, Dubose or however you say his name. Um, well, I guess your Alabama guys can give you an update on that. I hope they got a good backup. Uh, oh, Jam Miller. Oh, collarbone. Oh man, I hope he didn't break his collarbone. If he did, man, that I'm gonna tell you what, I did it one time. That stuff hurts for a while, and if you get hit, he's in trouble for the rest of the year. If he hurt his collarbone, he's got to wear a pad because, man, you get popped on that thing. Man, I still to this day, it's still if I hit it years later, if I jam up against something, it still hurts. So, Nordic, what's up, Nordic? Expected to be back by the Georgia game. Well, there you go. Jam's going to be back by the Georgia game, Randy, when you know it. Hit him in his collarbone, Randy. Tell Kirby, I'm going to call into Kirby's call in show and tell him, yeah, Kentucky Tom says, hit that dude in his collarbone. Make him want to go back and sit down. So, so you guys, Randy, don't play Alabama till about the sixth or eighth game. Okay. Well, you know, we will see. What's up, Wildcat Highlights, and what's up, Nordic? Welcome, guys. 15 people. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. This is it, brother. Anything you guys want to talk about? We're just getting to that Toledo game. The first game, everybody wants us to lose so bad. They want us to lose, and I don't think we're going to lose that game because they just can't stop the run, and we're just going to control the game. Bama, September 27th. Ooh, no, that's only what 4 weeks. So yeah, he's not gonna be back by the 27th. Then well, good. Don't say this to your Alabama friends, but yeah, beat them. Uh, that's fine with me. Uh, so you play them, September. So when you play us, We play you somewhere during that time, Randy. We play you on the fifth game, October 4th. Oh, so we play you after that game. So yeah, we get to get you after Alabama. Okay, well, all right. Well, we'll see you the the next game after that, unless we have a bye week before you. I don't think we do. No, we do not. October 4th. No, we do not. We play you October 4th. Yes. Okay. Well, hey, it's the SEC, man. There's no crying in the SEC. We got 17 people here. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. If you're from another school, shout it out. We'll take anybody. We got Georgia guy right here, Georgia celebrity Randy from How About Them Effing Dogs podcast. We're talking SEC. We're talking Kentucky. Um, everybody's got Texas picked to win, but there's a guy named Kirby Smart that coaches Georgia, so don't ever count the dogs out. And so but yes, we need to get the first. If we could get Ole Miss the second game too, that would be nice. And we can get Ole Miss. They don't. I like their coach, but I don't know about him. We'll see. All right, my Kentucky guys, we got 16 people. What do you want to talk about? The big news is what? That Jamarian Wilcox got downgraded to fourth on the depth chart, and Jason Patterson passed him up. That is the breaking news for the night. That our fourth running back moved up to three, and three moved down to four. So Wilcox needs to get out of the doghouse. I don't know. Nordic says I don't think Ole Miss is good as they were last year. I mean, yeah, they have a lot of turnover. They had the most turnover in the SEC with their team by percentage. So yes, he's got a lot of work to do. Now, their quarterback's supposedly really good, Austin Simmons. We'll see. I've heard all good things. Jackson and that dude Dart is killing it with the Giants in preseason. Man, he looks good. So yeah, Austin Simmons. But it's his first road game. So hey, maybe we can confuse him. If he can't hear the snap or whatever. That's the only thing we can hope for. But yeah, let's just beat Toledo first. And yes, take care of Toledo. And I was looking at Toledo's guys. Their front seven is not that big at all. First of all, they're not big, and I mean their defensive tackles go. I mean they've got 290, 270, 275. Yeah. So Randy says, "What's your real deal prediction for Kentucky's record when they roll into Athens?" Well, let's see. I think obviously we will be. Let's see. So we don't play. We play Toledo, Ole Miss, Eastern Michigan, South Carolina. Well, I hope it's at least 2-2, Randy, but it could be 3-1. It could be 3-1. I don't know if we could beat Ole Miss and South Carolina at South Carolina because I mean, we can. Their defense is down, but we'll have to see. Randy, I'm going to say I'm hoping for 3-1, but I'll take 2-2. Uh, you know, Elmer says, Randy, opportunity for Kentucky right after Alabama. Yeah, I mean, look, only I don't know. I don't think Kirby Smart's going to. He knows who Mark Stoops. He's not going to let them, you know, start thinking about whoever's. I don't know who you play after Kentucky, but he ain't going to look past us. They know last year was. We always play them close for some reason, you know. But yeah, we just need to stop the run, Randy, and everybody. The key for our defense is stop the run, make the quarterback beat you. Do not let. I mean, we were giving up so much yardage in the run game last year. We can't do that. So yeah, we need to stop the run. That's the key to our defense. Uh, but yes, I hope that we guys. I hope we're 3-1 by the time we see Georgia. I think we can get Ole Miss or South Carolina. We can't get both. I would not pick us to get both. I'll tell you, Ole Miss. We'll see. Uh, Randy says on the road at Auburn. So you got Alabama, Kentucky, and on the road at Auburn. Well, by the time you get to Auburn, we'll know if Hugh Freeze still has a job because I figure his team's either going to give up or fight like hell. I mean, when we get to the middle of the season, they're either going to start fighting hard or they're just going to give up. And so, yeah, we play Auburn too. So we play Auburn then. Now we play them farther down the road. We play them in November. Okay. We don't play them till a couple games after that. So beat Auburn up really good for us, will you? Yeah. I mean, Jackson Arnold. Man, their quarterback is awful. Man, I don't know how that guy's ranked in the top 10 of quarterbacks. Jackson Arnold. I watched film of him. Man, he can't throw over 15 yards. He can run and he can throw a 15-yard pass, but that's about it. So, all right, guys, what do you think the Toledo score is going to be then? I think we win by more. It originally came out at like 12 and a half. I bet it at 12 and a half. We should win by 2 touchdowns. I just think we will take our starters out because we play Ole Miss the next week. Did pretty good against my dogs. Elmer, yep. Yeah, we got thrashed in the running game. Yes, we did. Yeah, guys, I looked at our stats. I'm like, man, 5 teams had running backs get over 200 yards. A running back, you can't do that. So yeah, I like our defensive line. They're talking about Rayner today. Rayner keeps standing out. Gusta, our defensive lineman, was talking about how well Rayner was playing. So everybody's talking about Rayner. So he must be doing well. Uh, so he's going to start a linebacker. So yeah, our front seven has to stop the run, has to get some pressure. So we shall see. Uh, but yeah, Josiah Hayes, they were talking about him. But we have 8 or 9 defensive linemen we can rotate in finally. We have some depth at defensive line for the first time in a couple of years. Uh, so we spent our money wisely. Uh, all right, there's 19 people in here. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Welcome. If you're from another school, shout it out. We got a Georgia fan in here talking. If you guys are football fans, how about them effing dogs podcast? Go like and subscribe Randy's channel if you want to see an entertaining live. Go to Randy's channel. Randy is how about them effing dogs? Roger Baker, how you doing, Roger? Long time Kentucky fan here, but first time on your channel. Roger, welcome, brother. Come back. We're going to watch the game here. When that Toledo game comes on, we'll be running a chat thread. We can't show the game, but we can chat with each other during the game. Uh, and then you said be solid in the trenches and stop and a strong running game. Yes, I agree with you, Roger. I think we both our lines are good. Definitely our O line will be strong in the trenches, and we will run the ball. If you know anything about, we couldn't do it last year because of our players, but we will. Nordic, Kentucky O line, D line are strong this year. Yeah, the most solid it's been in a long time. Dad, what's up, Dad? How you doing, brother? Randy says, "Welcome, Roger and Banger." Yes, Roger. Thanks for welcoming him, Randy. Yeah, welcome, Roger. Like I said, guys, we're gonna shoot. I looked at my schedule. I think I only work one game, the South Carolina game. So I will be all the other 11 games. I will be right here, and we will do the game. So we will be chatting during the game. So we'll have a chat thread going. I'll come on early. We'll do a little pregame show. The first game, I'll probably come on 30, 45 minutes early. And then after the game's over, we'll talk about it. We'll have our own post game show. So there, don't wait for on the Kentucky Radio Network. Man, it takes so long. It takes an hour and a half to get to the post game comments of Mark Stoops. I don't want to wait for that. So, um, Randy says, I expect Kentucky Georgia game will just a physical. Yeah, yeah, Georgia. I mean, Kirby Smart always compliments Mark Stoops teams about being physical. We just don't need to quit this year because last year our guys quit in the middle of the season, and that was the first time that has happened to Mark Stoops since he's been here that I know of, that I've ever seen. So yes, and I don't think that will happen. So I think our defensive coordinator Brad White will have our guys ready to go. So yes, we got depth all over the field. So we got 2 quarterbacks, 8 receivers, 4 running backs. What do you need? We got 3 or 4 tight. We got 4 tight ends. Like I said, our tight end that starts is bigger than any of Toledo's defensive ends. He outweighs so we outweigh them so much on the our offensive line is so much bigger than their defensive line. And yeah, they don't have a lot of experience in their front seven. We should be able to just run that clock. Elmer, it was embarrassing. Oh, the Georgia game. Well, I mean, look, we had a chance to maybe have a chance to beat him, and we blew it. Mark Stoops, the coach, blew it. That was the worst strategy I have ever seen in his. I don't know why he did that with 4 minutes left. You know. So yeah, we maybe could have beat them if we would have kicked the field goal. Maybe. Roger Baker. Thank you. Yeah, Randy's a good dude. Yeah, Roger, go over to Randy's podcast. Subscribe to it. When he does a live, it's really good. If you want to see how a live is supposed to be done, go see Randy because he does it well. And they talk about more than just Georgia. Um, oh, I'm sitting here shaking this camera with my leg. I'm sorry. I thought the earthquake was going on. No, Randy talks to Alabama. He networks with other people. So anything SEC or college football related, I'm sure Randy will talk about it if you go over there. So don't be afraid to go over there and speak up because, yes, he will let you talk. Uh, so we got 18 people in here, guys. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. We're just doing a live tonight. We're yeah 2 weekends away here. We're getting down to 13 days, right? So yeah, we just trying to get there. Let's get to Toledo. And look, I'm sure Toledo wants to play us, and we want to play them because I'm sure they're tired of practicing, and we're tired of practicing. Gusta, who came from Washington State, said he can't believe how humid it is here. He says wearing him out. Yeah, it's humid, brother. You're not in Washington State. It's humid. Yeah, there's a couple games next weekend to start it off. Who plays next weekend? Let's look at my magical telephone, FanDuel, and I'm not going to bet. Don't never bet on games at the beginning of years. What I can tell you, don't bet a lot of money because you think you know who's going to win, but you really don't know who's going to win. So who plays next week? Uh, Iowa State, Kansas State, UNLV, Fresno State, Kansas. Oh, Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky plays Sam Houston State, and Hawaii plays, and that's about it. So one, two, three, four, 5 games next weekend. I'll take it. That Western Kentucky game, and then Stanford plays at Hawaii late at well, it's at 7:30 Eastern actually. So yeah, that's the only games scheduled. So that's not much of a kickoff, Idaho State and UNLV. But yeah, I don't know how good Western's going to be, but yeah, a couple games. Elmer, Tom, be by committee wide receiver. Yes, it will be. He already said that again today. Somebody keeps asking him who's going to. Everybody's going to play. Everybody's going to play. We got 8. Why? Kendrick Law is going to play a slot because he can block. I mean, I can tell you that. It sounds to me like Macklin and Law are going to play the most. But as far as that, Salado over the middle, you're going to see that in this offense. They throw the slant a lot, so you're going to see Salado. You're going to see Gilmore running the long route. So yeah, he pretty much said everybody's going to play. So I don't know how much Quisenberry will get in there because he's a freshman, but DJ Miller. I mean, we got 8 people. He said right now, start season, all 8 people have a chance to play. So there hadn't been a lot of separation if you watch the little videos in spring practice. I mean, it's just 8 solid guys. It's just Kendrick Law is going to play the slot. I know that. So, because he's going to block. And like I said, in this offense, their slot receiver, our slot receiver will line up on the line of scrimmage to block people. That's how much this run, one back set, running back. You don't see that often. But man, I see why they got him now. I understand what he's going to do in our offense. So yeah, no clear wide receivers, I don't think. Uh, but yeah, Macklin's got too much experience. Macklin had a monster year at North Texas year before last and was all conference and had 1,000 yards receiving. I'm sure we're going to see Macklin in there. So, and look, Calzada's being real quiet right now. Just hold on. Y'all gonna see. I know everybody says he sucks, and you're gonna see how good his arm is. Don't worry. We're gonna see Calzada. Don't worry. His job is to run this offense, and he understands that. I can tell by the way whenever he speaks. He knows what his job is. So, but yes, if you guys, we got 23, 25 people in here. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Welcome to my live. We're talking Kentucky football, but we'll talk anything. We had a Georgia fan. If you're a fan of another school, shout it out. We have Randy from Georgia in here. How about them effing dogs podcast? We all love Randy. And go over to the Georgia podcast. How about them effing dogs? And watch Randy's lives and look at his stuff because he does very well. So we're talking football, and hey, first game is coming up. Toledo. A lot of people want us to lose to Toledo. I'm sure. You know, go ahead and bet that 8.5. If you are a betting person, bet that line right now because we should beat them by 8.5. Their front seven is awful and small, and So yeah, that last if I just did a video how to lose to Toledo. Go back and watch it. It's the Pitt bowl game from last year. Pitt was better than them, but they lost to them. And if you watch the video, I show you how they do. They turn the ball over. They ran for 300 yards on them and still lost. Yeah, they turned the ball over and they just tried to get in a street game with them. And this quarterback for Toledo is the real deal. We cannot get any scoring contest with that guy. It needs to be control the clock, control the tempo. Don't try to win this game 42-38. Randy says, look at it this way to show up Kentucky fans. Nice job. Yeah. Yeah, Randy, I'm trying, brother. Nobody else has take this on, but I'm trying. I am trying. I'm welcome everybody. I'm glad you're here. And welcome. If you're new, hey, we're going to do the game. Okay, we're going to do the Toledo game right here. We're going to have a live chat running during the Toledo game. So come on. We'll probably have a little. We're going to have a pregame show. I'm going to come on about 11 or 11:15, 12:15 Eastern before the game. We'll do a little pregame. We'll chat the game, and then after the game, we'll do our own postgame show. Elmer says he has a strong arm, just needs to be a good game manager. Correct, which he will be. Zach Calzada's played enough football that he understands this offense. I can tell. Yeah, so I'm not worried about Calzada. So yes, Roger Baker. I know Chip Trainum transferred to Celia. Yes, no, not at all, because they run out of the shotgun. I did. If you haven't seen my videos, Roger, on I did one on Tucker Gleason. I previewed the Toledo game. I just did one on how to lose to Toledo. They run the air raid. They run the old school. I don't know how old you are. They run the Hal Mummy and the shotgun. So all their runs are basically draws, and they just don't average that much. They averaged 117 yards rushing last year, which was 94th in the country. Okay. So no, and most of that's Tucker Gleason. Their quarterback runs more than as much as their running backs. So they don't have much of a running game. So I'm not worried about them running. We just got to get pressure on that quarterback because he's in the shotgun and he is good. He is going to the NFL, guys. Just mark it down. Tucker Gleason from Toledo. You heard it here first. He will be in the NFL. He'll be a late round draft, but he's good. I mean, he is the real deal. Randy says, air raid. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he, I think he does. Now that you say that, Randy, he does call his own plays. I can tell by how fast they move. He doesn't even look at the sideline. And they have one receiver. They got one receiver, Vandross, number two. You'll see he's 5'10, 220, but that dude is fast and he can run routes. And if you don't cover him, he's good enough to play in the SEC. How someone didn't go and pillage him from Toledo, I don't know, but he's good. So yeah, he's got two good receivers. So we've got to get on number two, and we got to get pressure on the quarterback. Otherwise, they'll start scoring, and we don't want it to be. We don't want to win this game 42-38. We want to win this game 31-21, 27-17. That's fine with me. It doesn't have to be pretty. Look, this year we don't need pretty. We need to win ugly. Uh, as the great Tony La Russa in baseball said, winning ugly is still winning. Doesn't matter if it's, 2-1 or in baseball or 10-0. It's a win. Elmer, number two is lightning fast. Yeah, good hands. I don't know how someone did not go get him. We should have went and got him. I mean, they must have paid him some money because he's good. Yes, in that Pittsburgh game, he just got open and flew right past some people, and yeah, so they have good receivers. And running the air raid, the air raid always keeps you in the game. I mean, one thing about when we ran the air raid, we would lose 52-38, but we were still in the game. I mean, we still scored 38. We just couldn't stop anybody. That's really, you know what? That's who they remind me of is our Kentucky teams from like 97. They can score, but they can't stop anybody. That's them. So Roger Baker, our secondary will need to be on point. Yes, they will. I've been thinking about that. Let's see. I wonder who's going to cover him. Now he's a little dude, so it'll either be Lovett or Waller. Lovett and Waller are both about 6'2", 6'1", 6'2". So Lovett or Waller will probably need help on him on number two. So I'd double if I was going to double somebody, double that guy. So yeah, whoever has him, I imagine it'd be Lovett because he's more experienced. True to Kentucky Blue. Hey, brother, if you're here, if you're new, I haven't seen you before. Welcome. Come on in. True to Kentucky Blue. We have 21 people. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. We're doing a live tonight. We're going to live stream the first three games right here. The Toledo game. We're going to come on about 45 minutes early, do a little pregame, but we'll have a little chat stream running during the game. So we can all talk during the game. Brad White's going to shut it down. Yeah, True Blue, Kentucky. Yes, Brad White needs to shut it down. Yes, because this quarterback is good. If you give him time, he's going to run if everyone's covered. He's not super fast, but he's smart fast. He knows when to run and where to run, and he can get 4 or 5 yards. So, yeah, Elmer says got to three and out. Yes, yeah, and then we need to stay on the field. Everybody, I put on a 60-second video. You can go back and watch it. It's not in the shorts. It's of Julian Edelman. I think it's Julian Edelman, whoever wide receiver for the Patriots that has a podcast, and he was talking with another defensive player about running the ball. It's only 60 seconds, but he tells you about when you run the ball how much it frustrates not just the defense, but the offense on the sideline wants to get back in the game, and you keep making first downs, and then they start getting frustrated because they can't get on the field. That's what we need to do to people. We need to do that to Toledo, Ole Miss, and everybody else we play. Just make everybody stand, make that offense stay other team's offense. Sit down, and every time they get up thinking it's going to be first down, sit your ass back down because we just got 2 or 3 yards. That's how we got to play, guys. And he tells you that's how the Patriots beat the Colts. The Colts had Peyton Manning. They're trying to throw it out. All the Patriots did was hand the ball off. That's how Tom Brady became such a great quarterback because he had a good running game. And you got to be able to run the ball. Elmer, yes. Just get three and out. Yes, Elmer, three and out. Yes, I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. If you're new, hey, if you're from another school, shout it out. We had Randy in here from How About Them Effing Dogs, Georgia podcast. True Kentucky. Where is everyone watching from? Well, I am in Evansville, Indiana, guys. I'm across the river in enemy territory in Evansville. And so, yeah, we'll be doing basketball this year, and I will get to, we play IU. So uh, that should be fun. We will do basketball, but this is a football channel first and basketball second. Paducah. Oh, you're down from Paducah. I'm originally from Madisonville, born and raised in Madisonville, and then left when after high school and came back. Was gone for 8 years from the area, and then came back. So yeah, I got to. I lived in Mississippi. I was stationed in Mississippi and Alabama. That's where I cut my teeth on SEC football. Was learning about Auburn, Alabama, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and then learning about Kentucky. We have a football team, and man, we were bad. Yes, back in the day. So, but I think we're going to have a good year, guys. I think we're going to surprise some people. 2-10. I see people saying we're going to go 2-10. I hope that they hope we go 2-10. If we go 2-10, this channel will have to change its name and shut down or something, guys, because we'll all be on suicide watch if we go 2-10. And I don't see that happening. If you just look at the power rankings, uh, Spokane, Washington, man, you're way out there. Gusta. Okay, so Gusta is from Washington State, and our defensive lineman, he was talking about he had never experienced humidity, and it's kicking his butt. And he said he just now is getting used to the humidity, that it was killing him in practice. Yeah. All right, so where you originally from then, True Blue? If you're in Spokane, where are you from? Elmer, what do you think about Michigan scandal? Dude, I don't know. The guy cheated. Hell, and they slapped their wrist. I mean, look, they could have gave them a lot harsher punishment, and they didn't. I don't know where I fall on it. If it was us, we if it was an SEC team that did that, if Georgia did that or Alabama or Tennessee, they'd have friggin' yeah. But since it was an SEC school, nothing to see here. There's no bias. Don't worry about that. Payne Gap, Kentucky. Dad, where's Payne Gap, Kentucky? I don't even know where that is. I'm standing on it. 9-3. Man, that's awful brave there, True Blue Kentucky, thinking we're going to win 9. I mean, I think 6 or 7 is very realistic. Uh, if you just look at the power rankings, we're ahead of Vanderbilt and Louisville. So yeah, it's a different world. Yes, true. Nordic 7-5. Yeah, I mean we can. I think so. I think that's doable. 8. is doable. I mean, hell, nine's doable if we, we're just going to have to see what we're made of. I'm originally from Kentucky, but live in Tennessee now. Oh, okay, Roger. Well, oh man, you're in there with Tennessee fans. Oh, and you live close to Knoxville, dude. You see, you got it bad. Tennessee fans, man, those and Louisville fans are the only people I've ever had to kick off of here. Most Tennessee fans are cool. If you're cool to them, like I don't start an argument with them because we can't beat them in football, and they can't be. I mean, every once in a while we beat them in football. Every once in a while they beat us in basketball. That seems to be the rivalry. We can't beat them in football, and they can't beat us in basketball, and we're both frustrated. Addison Book. Addison, welcome to the channel. Seems like basketball blue blood schools have tough college football. Yeah, yeah, I noticed that. And especially now, it's hard to be good at two sports. Florida can pull it off. Florida has pulled it off. Well, they weren't good at football this year, but back in the mid 2000s, they won the national championship in basketball and the national championship in football. So it's doable, but with NIL, it's going to be hard. Pineville, Kentucky. Well, you are definitely far from Pineville, there, Kentucky. Uh, Blue, true blue. There, you true Kentucky blue. You're pretty far away. But yeah, I agree with you, Addison. It's hard. Duke, North Carolina. You look at Kansas, all the good schools that are good in basketball. Hard to be good in football, and do it in the SEC or the Big Ten. You know, like Kansas is not ACC. No offense to ACC, but it's not the Big Ten. It's not the SEC. So Duke should be able to pull that off. We pulled it off with 10 wins twice, and of course Florida's pulled it off in basketball and football, but it's tough to pull it off. Addison come from the storm damage. Uh, um, I don't know which storms you're talking about. If it was the storms that rolled through in the summer, are you talking about Eastern Kentucky? Because that's where they got a lot of flooding. I think uh, the flooding is going to be take a long time to recover from. Man, Randy says from Georgia says, "Oh, you're outside Classic City. I don't know where Classic City. So how close is Oh, you're outside the classic city of Athens. Oh, got you. Sorry, I didn't read that. I can't see. All right, so you're close to Georgia, Randy. How close are you to Athens then? Like, are you in a suburb or? And yes, Addison. Oh, Eastern Kentucky. Yeah, Addison, Eastern Kentucky still. It's going to take a long time to rebuild those roads and stuff. Man, it's going to be devastated for a while. Oh yeah, I mean it's still. If you look at pictures, there's still so much damage to clean up from that flooding. Floods get you real quick. The classic city. Oh, I didn't know that. Athens known as the classic city. Well, I did not know that. See, we learned something tonight. We got 24 people in here. Hey, 23. Somebody left. That's okay. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. This is a lie. Speak up. If you're from another school, hey, we'll talk to anybody. We got Randy from Georgia in here with How About Them Effing Dogs podcast. And like I said, you guys join Randy's channel. If you want to go to a live and talk about football, it's a good place to talk football, not just Georgia, SEC. Randy talks about everybody, and you can go over there and ask anything you want, and you can ask anything you want here. If you're from Louisville, we don't care. Tennessee, we'll take anybody. We've had Tennessee fans in here, Louisville fans, Indiana fans. I'm from Indiana. Any Big Ten fans, shout it out. We like everybody. Back to football talk. Yes. All right. True Blue, what do you want to talk about? I think we're going to run the ball, run the ball. If you have not seen my Bush Hamden Boise State offensive video where I kind of break down the formations a little bit, uh, we're going to run the ball. Randy says we're starting the SEC Power Hour back this Thursday. Okay, now Randy, what's the SEC Powers Hour? Give me a synopsis of that. Like and subscribe. Well, thank you, True, to Kentucky Blue. Like I said, we're going to do the first game right here. The first three games, really. But the first game, worry about Toledo 2 weeks from yesterday. We're going to have a live chat, excuse me, going during the game. And we will watch the game together. I can't show the game, but the game can be on. We can be talking about it. And that's the most important thing. So, yes, we will come right here. Don't listen to the radio and, even our radio coverage sometimes gets on my nerves, guys. I don't know about what you think. The pregame is so boring. I can't stand the pregame with Dusty Bonner and whoever the other football player and the female is. That puts me to sleep. Just come here and we'll talk about it here because we can do better than that. I do not like our radio coverage. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I don't like it at all. It puts me to sleep. So, wow, we have been going for an hour, and that hour went by just like that because we were having fun. Seth McGowan injured. No, True Blue, he got dinged, but Stoops says he's fine. He's going to hold him out, but he says he'll be back at practice Monday or Tuesday. Randy says SEC Hour is weekly live stream. We look at every SEC. Oh, okay. Every SEC team and top national games. Powers. I didn't know you. Hey, everybody, say hello to Randy Powers, but go over to, like I said, go over if you want to talk college football more than Kentucky. Go to Randy's podcast over there. Go to Randy's podcast. I was pointing to the chat there the wrong way, but yes, yes. How about them effing dogs? But no, True Blue. Seth McGowan is not. He got dinged up, but he's fine. Same thing with Dowdell. He held out. They're not going to play them in practice these last 2 weeks. And if you're in here, the breaking news today was Wilcox got downgraded to fourth string, and Jason Patterson moved up to third string. Stoops brought that up. That was the headline on KSR this afternoon. So Wilcox is better get his head out of his butt and start doing better. Randy says, "Oh, I hope some of my community have found their way over to your channel." Well, we appreciate it, Randy. We'll take it. I don't, Randy. I'm like I said, I don't know too many other people that do. There's other people that do lives besides me, but I'm going to get on here and do the Game Man live. Wasn't that Roush that said it? It might have been Roush's story. Yes, that said that. You might be right. Somebody on KSR. I don't know if it was if it's football. It was probably Roush. I didn't look at the writer. Uh, I can't think of the female, Tyler Thompson. It might have been her. I don't know. But yes, the SEC. A lot of good podcasts. SEC, Georgia. I mean, there's some good podcasts. There's good channels for SEC football. South Carolina and Tennessee kind of had a little debate podcast between two of their podcasters. They got into a big argument. I won't go over all that, but they talked about Tennessee getting cheated. South Carolina stole their signals a couple years ago and kept them out of the playoffs. So Tennessee guy was still upset about it. But yeah, you can find all kinds of SEC fun stuff on here. Elmer, Power Hour is awesome. Oh, well, hey, if Elmer says that Randy's how about them effing dogs Power Hour podcast is good, then you know what? Go over there to that on Thursday. So yes, yes, if I come on Thursday, I'll go later. Randy, did you say that podcast is at 6 Central? Just want to make sure we know what time it is. And I'm sorry because I lost it. You already told me, and I lost it. What time is the Power Hour? Yes, they are extreme. True Blue, Kentucky. Yeah, KSR. I like Nick Roush. Those guys, I like them, but man, come on. Eight. Oh, so seven. Okay, I got you. 7 Central. Okay, well, we may come on later then. We'll come on later than that. We'll probably come on at 8. Then we'll come on at 9 Eastern, and because I want everybody to go over to Randy's and hang out there for a while before you come here. So everybody go to Randy Thursday night, and then if we do one, we'll do it at 8 Central, 9 Eastern. Um, but yes, Kentucky Sports Radio. I don't know, dude. Sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't. It's a mixed bag. Sometimes you get some good stuff, and sometimes you get some bad stuff, and you just take it like it is. I mean, Matt Jones admits he you know, doesn't know a lot about football. Oh, Randy, are you going to be in the chair with your brother? Oh, so this is a family thing. I like that. A Georgia family podcast. I like that. See, we need to do that here. We'll do some kind of. It won't be called the Power Hour. I don't know what we'll call it, but no, that's good, man. That's good. Football, sports, bringing people together. That's what it's about, right? So yeah, we're even going to do basketball on this channel. If you're new, 21 people in here. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. We will do basketball also. I'm going to do both football, but it's primarily a football channel. I get tired of Roush. Randy says, "Yeah, we do too." Yeah, I mean he's okay. He's okay. Roger Baker, gotta go for tonight. Well, Roger, come back, brother. Thursday night. Just look, if you subscribe to my channel, turn on your notifications because I will do a live anytime during the week. So just look for my notifications, and when I do a live, Roger, come on back. Randy, good communication with him. Yeah. Timing never worked out. Yeah, Nick Roush is a nice guy, and he does all these other podcasts. He does some fine bomb podcasts, and it's hard to go on a podcast after they. I don't think I could. I couldn't go on. Uh, I don't think I could go on a podcast if they just ripped us as bad as they do. But I get it. Roush is probably making money. He gets paid to do this. None of us get paid to do this. Well, I don't get paid to do this. Um, have a good night, Roger. Appreciate it. Appreciate you coming. Yeah, take care, Roger. All right, we got 20 people in here. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Whatever you guys want to talk about, the big news tonight is our uh, Jamarian Wilcox was our third running back, and he just got dropped to fourth string. And Jason Patterson moved up to third string because he did so well. Nation page on Instagram. No, you know what, guys? I do not. People keep telling me to do TikTok, Facebook. I am like trying to do just this is right now. This is my fifth, six. I'm going to go into 6 months. I really need to do keep TikTok or Instagram, but I'm just not great on TikTok. So no, we're not on anything else. This is it. But I'm thinking about doing some other stuff when we get this. When I get to 500, and I think we're going to get to 500 here in the next couple weeks. I will do that. X, thank you. Twitter, yes. People have told me you got to get on Twitter. You got to get on Twitter. I was on there many years ago, and it was so toxic back then. I just said, man, I'm never going on this again. Um, People, get on your page, and they weren't even talking for sports. So I may try I may try X again. I may do that in the future. For right now, yeah, I'm trying to get to 500 here, and then uh, we'll be once you get to 500, they consider you a official YouTube page. They want you to get to 500 subscribers. So, um, Eason says, "Isn't Wilcock your fastest back?" I don't know if he's the fastest. He is fast, but he just isn't playing well. Like I said, this offense that we're running, Boise State, is a complicated offense. He's the guy that couldn't tie his shoe. Yeah, I think we told you, Randy. There's a guy that could not tie his shoe. He's in college, and he had to come off the field. He learned how to tie his shoe. He is fast, but fast doesn't help you if you don't know the playbook. And this offense is one back sets, and you're Seth McGowan and those guys. This is about this and not too much of that. I mean, we want that, but it's a lot of this. And I think Wilcox, he's not that big of a guy. Wilcox is only 5'10". I didn't realize this. 5'10", like 215. I thought he was bigger than that, but he's not. And you get bigger backs like McGowan and Dowdell, and this offense is made for that. So I don't know, Anthony. We'll see. He's fast, but and he can tie his shoe now. But evidently, he is getting outplayed by Patterson. Elmer says Wilcox cannot catch the ball. Nope, that's why we got McGowan. He can't catch at all. And in this offense, to really run this offense, you need the back to catch wheel routes and screens and get that back out there in space. A lot of play fakes in this offense, a lot of play action passing. That's why Zach Calzada does not have to throw for 300 yards or two. He doesn't have to throw for the goal is 200 yards rushing and 200 yards passing. That's the goal of the Boise State offense. That's what we're trying to do. So, nobody has to be a hero. The running back is the star. Ashton Genty, for you guys who've watched the pros, he went to the Raiders. He played for Boise State. He played 1 year under Bush Hamden. 2 years ago when Hamden was there, he had Ashton Genty. The Raiders love Ashton Genty because he can catch the ball and he can single back sets and he can play in a pro style offense. So people that think that just because we run the ball, we're going back to 1970. No, it's not 1970. It's running the ball now. It's still a pro style offense. You're just using play fakes and you're running out of a lot of different formation. There's nobody running the I formation unless you're Army or Navy. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but Randy says, "Got it. Cool thing. Get to 500 scubs. Yes, with your community tab. Yes, Randy. When I get to 500, I'm gonna have to talk to you. I don't understand all that. They're telling me about this. When you get to 500, the community tab. Yes, with your community. Yeah. See, I'm at 405. So anybody, if you're watching this channel and you haven't subscribed, guys, please help me out by hitting that subscribe button. That will help me out more than anything. I do videos, I do shorts, I do lives. I've done a little bit of everything. I started off just doing videos. Then I thought, man, it's shorts. And then I live. So yeah, we're going to do everything. We will do the Toledo game right here. First game. Be here 45-minute pregame. Be 45 minutes before the game. We'll be right here doing a live chat during the game. So you can watch the game with us and you can watch the game and be talking to us. And we're all going to be in here chatting about it. So if you're new here, we will do the first three games really, but let's just worry about the Toledo game on August 30th, Saturday, 11:45 a.m. Central, 12:45 Eastern. It's on the SEC Network, so come and watch it. Watch it and then chat with us. Uh, uh, Elmer says, if we had Ray Davis right now, man, Ray Davis, they're talking about him maybe breaking through. He's going to take time from the running back in Buffalo. I forgot who the starter is. Man, if we had Ray Davis, that was a good year. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have won. There's no way we'd have won 7 games because the quarterback that year, now that the North Carolina State guy is so good, I forgot his name. Yeah, Ray Davis won us a lot of games. Uh, so yes, but I'm telling you right now, McGowan's the real deal, and Dowdell is the real deal. I mean, he scored 12 touchdowns, and all of them were pretty much inside the 5 yard line. He just runs over people, and he has a nose for the end zone. So yes, Randy Cook, yeah, Cook, yeah, yeah. They're talking about. Oh, so they got a Georgia running back and a Kentucky running back. See, Mark Stoops puts people in the NFL, so we can develop players. I know people don't realize that. But yeah, okay, Cook is from Georgia. That's right. He is from Georgia. Yes. National championship, Georgia. I think oh, maybe that was before. I don't know if he won a championship with you guys or not. Maybe that was before you won one. I don't remember, but he's a good back. Yeah. Him and Davis are 1-2 punch. So Buffalo might win a Super Bowl one of these days. We shall see. All right, we got 21 people in here. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. If you're new, please just speak up. If you're from another school, hey, we will talk to anybody in here. Big Ten, Louisville, Tennessee fan. We got Georgia, Randy from Georgia in here. We'll talk to anybody. You want to talk college football? We're talking a little Kentucky here. Oh, Cook was on the 2021 team. Well, then there you go. Oh, so good. All right. Georgia's won so much lately. I can't keep up with all the trophies you guys have won. You somebody finally stopped Saban from winning, and that was a good thing. All right, guys. Like I said, the big news of the day is we got a running back dinged up, Seth McGowan. He's not hurt. He's not injured. I know there was some reports that he's injured, but he's just dinged up a little bit. So our two first string running backs are a little dinged up, Dowdell and McGowan. They won't play much in the practices coming the next 2 weeks before the game. So, and of course, the big news is Wilcox got downgraded to fourth string, and Jason Patterson, got up to third string. So Wilcox is not doing well, and Patterson is proving himself in camp in summer practice. So yes. And wide receivers. We got 8 solid wide receivers, guys. So everybody's going to play. Elmer, I don't know. McGowan has game breaking speed. No, he doesn't have game breaking speed, but he can run over some people and he can move the pile and he can catch. He does everything well. I mean, I don't think he's a 4-3 guy, that's for sure. Yeah, he's not a burner, but man, in this offense, hey, just give me 5 or 6 yards. Just give me 5, 6 yards, 4 yards, 4 yards, 5 yards. Just give me that. But yeah, no, he's not Barry Sanders. He ain't gonna break away from people. Elmer said, yeah, that's what you said, Elmer. Yes. No, I don't think he has game breaking speed. Randy says those chains keep moving. Yeah, that's going to be our offense. We're going to go on a lot of 7, 8 minute drives and kick a field goal. I think that's what we're going to do. In fact, that's what's been said, and I agree with that. And there's nothing wrong with that. Don't we cannot win. We cannot go down to Athens, Georgia, and think we're going to beat them 32. 42-38. It's not going to happen. It has to be 13-12 like last year. We have to beat Georgia 24-20, 17-13 or something. We cannot. If Georgia gets 28 points or more, we're dead in the water because their defense is too good. All these defenses we play, it's just going to be hard to get more than 28 points for us to score 30 points in the SEC is going to be tough. But yes, all right. There's 19 people in here, guys. Welcome. 18. Somebody left. We've already been going over an hour, so man, time flies when you're having fun. So we're going to go longer, guys. Whatever you want to talk about, uh, we can talk about it. Our defense. I think our defense is going to be solid. I think we have solid. We just have, solid group of backups at defensive line and linebacker and back defensive backfield. We finally have depth, and yeah, so that's what we needed. We didn't have that the last couple of years, and it came back to bite us during the season. Because when somebody gets hurt and you have nobody to step in, you see what happens. People just quit, and that's what happened last year. But yes, what do you think, Elmer? Don't worry about nobody's talking about our quarterback. I'm glad nobody's talking. Don't worry about our quarterback. That's right. Don't look over here. Don't look at our quarterback. Calzada's going to do fine. For all those people who doubt him. And yeah, he sucks because he played it incarnate word, even though Cam Ward played it incarnate word. I think he's fine, even though he played it incarnate word, and he played at Texas A&M, and he almost played at Auburn, but he got hurt. So yeah, he's good. God, he's going to turn 25 years old. I mean, during the season, good God. I mean, so yeah, he's experienced. But no, if you guys, like I said, I was talking about Toledo's quarterback, Elmer. We cannot play from behind with offense. Yep, yeah, yeah. We can't. If we fall behind, you know, by 3 touchdowns, we're in trouble. Yeah. So we do not have the receivers to sit there and line up in four wide and nobody in the backfield and just to do the air raid. We can't do the air raid. So that's not gonna happen. But this, no, the guys, if you don't know, we got 20 people. I'm Tom, this is Kentucky Football Nation. Welcome. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. If you're from another school, shout it out. We're talking to Randy from Georgia. We'll talk to anybody. Tennessee, Louisville, we'll talk to anybody. But no, our first opponent's quarterback, Tucker Gleason from Toledo. If you have not seen him, he is going to the NFL, and there's a reason he's going to the NFL, and you're going to see it when we play him. He is good. He can make all the throws, and they work primarily out of the shotgun, which means they're not going to run the ball. They're going to throw the ball. And this dude can run and throw. So we have to control this game with the offense. So Elmer, yes, we cannot play from behind, correct. Thought you wrote something else, Elmer. But no, guys, we need to win that first game. Toledo, 22 people in here, guys. Shout out, if there's anything you want to talk about. We were talking about the offensive line. Like I said, guys, Toledo's defensive line just, I mean, the biggest guy they have is 290. They have a lot of 275 to 290-pound defensive linemen that are 6'2". We have all 6'7", 6'5", 340, 336. I mean, our offensive line is so much bigger than them. We're going to be able to run the ball right down their throat. I just put out a video how to lose to that, how Toledo can beat us. Go watch it. I won't give it away for you, but it tells you how we could lose. We could lose to them, and I give you the formula for losing, and it's in that video. So I won't give it away. If you haven't seen that video, I just put it up yesterday, I think. Yes, because I did Tennessee Tech preview today. I'm sure that put some people to sleep previewing Ohio Valley team, but Ohio Valley Conference team. But so I will be previewing Diego Pavia and Vanderbilt and Miller Moss and Louisville. And Miller Moss from USC is a good quarterback. So Louisville got a good quarterback. He does throw interceptions, however. So yeah, so we should be able to beat Vanderbilt and Louisville. So yeah, 24 people. Welcome. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Welcome to our live, guys. We're talking about Kentucky, but we'll talk about your team. If you want to talk Big Ten, we'll talk. There's Kentucky Louisville fan in here. We'll talk that. We'll talk anything you want to talk about. But no, the big news of the day is, and I keep saying it, is our running back room got shuffled around a little bit. Our lead back got dinged up a little bit, Seth McGowan, but he's not hurt. He's just going to sit out a couple days. And our third string running back, Jamarian Wilcox, got moved down to fourth string, and the fourth string guy Patterson moved up to third string. So Wilcox played a lot for us last year. Now he's fourth on the depth chart. So he needs to pick it up, is what Mark Stoops basically said in a very nice way. He told him, you need to work harder. That's what he said in the interview with the media. I don't think he probably said those exact words to him. He probably was a little more honest than that. But yes, we will run the football. And yes, Randy, I did a deep dive preview on Marshall. Oh man, you did? Yeah, when you go into these some of these teams and you do a deep dive on them, you learn a lot of stuff. Uh, Austin P. Oh my goodness, are you Austin P. Okay, I had to go when I did Tennessee Tech. There was no page for them. I had to go on the Ohio Valley Conference football page and start doing math to figure out. It just has numbers of the person. It didn't have names, so it was very hard to do those smaller schools because they don't. They're not on ESPN. Okay, they don't have their stats for the year. You got to figure it out on your own. So that was hard for me to do. Tennessee Tech. Elmer says, Tom, I like the attitude of our team. I do too. And I've seen on KSR, understand that there's no problem. Yes. Yeah. There's no, whoever's the best person, there's no promise playing time. And I think the cream is rising to the top. And by the time we get to 2 weeks from now, when we take the field, we're going to be ready to go. Okay. Don't worry about this. It's just, it won't be an easy game, but we'll be ready to go. Anthony Easton, you have to stop Isaac Brown and Duke Watson to beat Louisville. Yeah, are those running backs? Because I did Louisville so many weeks ago. Remind me who those are. Those running backs? Is that what you're telling me, Anthony? I can't remember if you're telling me receivers or running backs. We have to stop the run because we had five backs get 200 yards rushing on us. Five different backs. Louisville was one of them. I mean, you got a running back that gets 200 yards on you. Good God. I mean, you're not going to beat a high school team. So, yeah, we have got to stop the run. Make the quarterbacks beat you. Lenoris Sellers, we cannot let that guy run. Make him be a passer. Jackson Arnold for Auburn. Make him be a passer. The only person we can't be, make him be a passer is this first guy, Tucker Gleason, because they can't run. Other than him, we need to make the quarterbacks beat us. Randy says, "Can anyone tell me which conference?" Austin P. I think it's is it Ohio Valley Conference? I think that might be the OVC. Randy, I think I saw them. They've been in the OVC before. The Sun Belt, maybe the Sun. I thought it was Ohio Valley. Sun Belt, Ohio Valley. They keep moving around, so I don't know. OVC, yeah, I think it's OVC. Oh, running backs, Anthony. Thank you for telling me about little running backs. Hey, listen, Jeff Brom's a good coach, and this dude he's got an arm. This Miller Moss from now I forget USC. I forgot where he came from now. East Coast school. He's got an arm. He'd throw 9 picks though. So a lot of these quarterbacks we play have thrown picks. So yeah, we need to stop the run and make these quarterbacks beat us. The guy for Aguilar for Tennessee. Do not let Tennessee run on us. Make that guy beat you. We cannot let people just run all over us, or we're going to lose. So I'm sure Brad White's aware of that. So I have faith in Brad White. He's a good coordinator, but he's got to earn his money. Everybody's got to earn their money with this NIL stuff. I mean, a lot of money. And if you guys didn't hear, I was on. Oh God, who's the guy? The basketball guy who has a channel, Aaron Torres, tried to put out something today that said Kentucky didn't have money for football. And I went on there and said, dude, look, did you not look at that JMI Sports? We just signed a deal with JMI Sports for I don't know how many. It comes out to $30 million a year. It's for like $465 million for 15 years. We got plenty of money for football and basketball players. That's just from JMI. So nobody has to worry about money now. Okay, we should be good unless these people start making as much as NFL players, and then the NFL players will stay in college 5 years. So I don't know where we're going with all that, but we'll see. But yes, we got 19 people in here. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Welcome to the channel. We've been going an hour and 20 minutes. We're going to keep on going. So Randy says Austin Peay's playing. I don't even know what the United Athletic Conference. I didn't even know there was a United Athletic Conference. So Randy just educated us in the United Athletic Conference. Man, I did not know that. So Yeah, they're like Tennessee Tech. They're barely Division One, but they're Division One. So yes, but I am looking forward to the first game, guys. We will do the first game right here, Toledo game. Okay, we will do a pregame show. We're going to do a live chat during the game. I can't show the game, but I'll have the game on. I'll be talking about the game. We'll be live chatting it to one another. So we will do during the game. We'll have the game on right here. So come right here on August the 3rd, 2 weeks, a week from this coming Saturday, August 30th. It's 11:45 a.m. Central, 12:45 p.m. Eastern time. Elmer says, "Do you think we should have a spy for the quarterback run?" Yeah, we got to. We got a quarterback. We got to have a spy on him. He also throws to the tight end. Luckily, all his good tight ends are gone, and he has all tight ends who haven't caught anything. But yeah, we have to have a spy for Tucker Gleason because he's gonna do some quarterback draws. Randy says, no one cares, but you can see the league here. Okay, well, no, I will go look. Phil Hager, what's up, Phil? If Kentucky was forced to leave the SEC, we're not going to leave the SEC, dude. They're not going to get rid of us in the SEC, and they wouldn't force us to leave. We're one of the original members, and we carry them in basketball, so that's not going to happen. But if we had to go to another league, I don't even know where we'd go, but we're not going to another league. They no, somebody else may leave, but we're not leaving because we're one of the original members. I don't know why people keep thinking Paul Feinbaum. People keep thinking we're don't belong in the SEC. Screw you, Paul Feinbaum. We're an original member. 1932 when this damn conference started. We're one of the original. It was either 8 or 10. I think it was 10, maybe it was 10, I think. We're one of the original 10 teams. So, yeah. Uh, yeah. I mean, I don't know where we would go. Yeah, we're not leaving the SEC because that would be Missouri. Yeah. Yeah. Missouri came in later. All these teams that came in later, you guys get the hell out of here. We don't need you. Arkansas can go back to the Big 12 for all I care. So, yeah, I mean, Kentucky's part of the Southeastern Conference as much as anybody else is. Just because we don't win football, people try to say that crap. But yeah, Anthony Paul Feinbaum said that. Oh yeah, he said we Kentucky's not part of the South. I think he said that a couple weeks ago. That's what somebody told me. I don't listen to the guy. He's an idiot sometimes. I mean, he's just trying to get ratings. Look, we know where we are. I play at Phil Hager, the ACC. Okay, well, yeah, it would be the ACC probably. Gleason ran for 7 touchdowns. Big one. Yes, he did. Big. Hey, welcome, BG1 Mac podcast. Look, brother, we're talking about I love me some Tucker Gleason. That guy is going to the NFL. That guy can run. That guy, I mean, running the air raid, working out of the shotgun is the only thing, he's good at that. You guys, they do very well at running that shotgun offense. The only good thing is their defense can't stop the run. That plays into our hands because we're going to run the ball. We don't want to get in a scoring contest with Tucker Gleason because we will lose that one. We want a low scoring game. So we're going to try to run and control the clock and keep Tucker Gleason on the sideline because he is good. And they have that good two really good receivers. Vandross, man, I mean, if you try to outscore, I just put a video on how to lose to Toledo, how we could lose to them, and it was talking about the Pitt Bowl game. You guys can go back and watch it, and I go through how we can lose to them. Randy says, repping Mac. Yes, Mac. We love Mac. Vandross and Chip. Yep. Offensive prospects. Yep. Yep. Especially Vandross. How did they not lose Vandross? How did somebody not come and get him? We should have came and got him. I don't know how they kept him, but they did, and he's good. Now he's a little dude, 5'10", but he can flat out run, and he's got four speed. And if you don't stay on him, uh, and their tight ends they have some tight ends that are real inexperienced this year. They don't have the one good tight end they had last year, so that's a good thing. And but yeah, it's gonna be a tough game. It will not be easy. Quentin Mitchell was offered 7 figures to Alabama. Wow. Okay. Well, now it's not tampering. There's no such thing as tampering. We can just walk right up to you. Hey, you start pulling out money. Here you go. How much you want? Yeah, I guess now there's no rules. As we saw with Michigan, hell, you can steal people's signals, show up at their practice. So what? There are no rules. But yeah, uh, listen, Toledo, the coach is a good coach. They have a good coach. He's a good quarterback. We have to run the ball right down their throat, or and keep it control the clock and control the game. Or if it gets away from us, they can put points on you in a hurry. So I think our defense needs to be ready for that. The line is 8.5, so we'll see what happens. Elmer, he's a Bama guy. Feinbaum. Yeah, he's. Listened to him in the radio in the '90s when he was in Birmingham. He's a Tennessee graduate, but he did a show from Birmingham. That's how he got famous doing Alabama stuff back in the '90s and early 2000s. He parlayed that into that's when the SEC network started a network. They came and got him. So yeah, I mean, look, he's never liked Kentucky. Go back. I got a video, Hal Mummy video of Hal Mummy tells you a Paul Feinbaum story. We beat last time we beat Alabama. It was Hal Mummy, 1997, and he'll tells you a little Feinbaum story. I put a little video up about Hal Mummy, Paul Feinbaum story. He's never liked Kentucky. Anthony, Louisville basketball and Kentucky football should sue the NCAA to get their wins back? No. Nah, we don't need them. I mean, is it football? Are you talking about the ones where our running back Rodriguez didn't clock in, or somebody clocked him in and he said he was working and he wasn't? Yeah, I mean, no, you're right, Anthony. If there's going to be no rules, then yeah, there's go back in time and you know, but that was the rules then. So yeah, we lost 10 wins out of that, and you guys lost the national championship, I guess, or excuse me, Louisville, not you guys. But yeah, uh, hey, Louisville's got a good basketball team and a good football team. I mean, you look, I'm not a hater on Louisville, so you know, I respect everybody, and you got to respect when you see their coach, basketball coach is good, and their football coach. So Louisville will be good in football, and now we're ahead of them in the power rankings. For those of you who don't know, we are 35 in the power rankings. Louisville's like 42, and Vanderbilt's 58, Toledo's 74, but you wouldn't expect them to be high up there. But uh, that's how Vegas got 4.5, 5 wins. Is they go by the power rankings. And I keep telling people that say we're going to win one, we're going to win 2 games. Just look at the power rankings. We're not going to go winless in SEC. Don't worry. Okay, we'll get somebody. Randy, Georgia's scheduled to play Louisville in. Well, hey Randy, that will be a tough game. Jeff Brom's a good coach. I mean, if you can win at Purdue, yeah. So you guys signed on to play them. Wow, that's impressive. That's impressive for Louisville. That will help them out immensely. Uh, so yeah, guys, we're gonna have a rivalry with them. If as long as we stay at 8 games, I think we're going to stay. I don't know how you guys feel about this. I think we're going to stay at 8 league games. I don't know how you feel, Randy. It seems to me that they don't have the votes for 9 games. From what everybody's saying on our end, is there's too many athletic directors that want to stay at 8, not 9. Anthony says I'm not looking forward to it, Randy. Oh yeah, Louisville. Hey, listen, it won't be an easy game. If you play at Louisville, that'd be a good game. Georgia at Louisville. So yeah, hey, Louisville, that was the best coach you could have got right there, Jeff Brom. I knew as soon as you got him, well, we're in trouble. Yeah, because he's good. Like I said, you win at Purdue, you can win just about anywhere. Um, all right, guys, 20 people in here. I'm Thomas. It's Kentucky Football Nation. We've been going an hour and a half. We're going to go at least another half hour. I could stay up another half hour. What do you guys want to? We're talking football. We got Randy from Georgia in here. We got a Louisville fan in here. I think Anthony's from Louisville. Uh, we'll take anybody. Tennessee, any Indiana, Big Ten fans. If you want to talk about your team, we'll talk about them. But Kentucky's first game is against Toledo, and they are a very good team. We have a Mac. We did have a Mac guy in here, B1G Mac podcast, and I thank you for coming in here. And we respect Toledo because we know that their coach is good and their quarterback is good. He's probably going to the NFL. So yeah, we will not have an easy first game. Uh, so we'll see how it goes, but we'll be doing the game right here. So we will live chat the game during the game. So come over here during the game. If you got it on TV, just hop on your tablet or whatever, and we'll chat during the game while the game is going on. Oh, well, thank you, Anthony. Yes, respectful to everybody. Don't disrespect. I have no hatred for anybody. I don't do that, man. Always respect your opponent. Martial arts teaches you always respect your opponent. Yeah. And look, Louisville's got a good, like I said, you got to respect, you got to be honest in your assessment. Uh, Louisville's got a good basketball coach, Kelsey, and they got a good football coach. Tennessee, I got to be honest in my assessment. They keep kicking our ass. We got to get rid of their coach. Man, I wish Oklahoma would fire their coach so Tennessee's coach would go back to Oklahoma, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Louisville is no cupcake. No, Elmer, they are not any kind of a cake. They are a big piece of meat that you got to chew up. And yeah, it's not going to be easy. That's our eighth. That's why we don't want to go to 9 league games because we end up having to drop them, and we don't want to do that. Ronald Floyd, I'd like to see us start playing Indiana. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, Ronald, because there's just no room on them on the schedule for them. And I don't know if their coach would do it. I mean, I don't know about their coach, man. That guy, something about that guy. I mean, I like uh, now I get Kurt Signetti. Yeah. I mean, I don't think we'll play him again because there's just no room on the schedule because they're good. And now we already play 8 league games and Louisville. We play 9 really hard games. And if you add Indiana, that'll be 10, which is why we dropped them years ago. We had to choose between Indiana and Louisville. And of course, we chose Louisville. How we doing? Oh, what's up, Dustin? Man, I'm doing fine, brother. We're in here. We've been talking about all kinds of stuff. 18 people in here. We were talking about Jamarian Wilcox being downgraded to fourth string and getting passed up by Patterson. He got passed, and so now Wilcox is all the way down at fourth string, and Patterson moved up to third string. So yeah, we're talking about that, and we're sitting here talking about everything. Yeah, I mean Ronald Floyd. Yes. I don't know if we play Indiana. Are you in Indiana, brother? Ronald, are you in Indiana right now? Because I'm in Evansville, and I mean I enjoy living in Indiana. It's fine, but and I remember when we played them in football. I have a video about the Indiana Kentucky football series, Ronald. If you have not seen my video, it's in my archives about the Kentucky Indiana football series. Go back and watch it. We were the two worst teams. They were the worst team in the Big Ten, and we were the worst team in the SEC. And we played each other just, and it was awful. So it was some awful football. Dayton, Ohio. Well, okay, Dayton, Ohio. Well, yeah. I mean, we haven't played Cincinnati either. So and of course we'll never play Ohio State because they wouldn't play us because they don't need us. Yeah, they're too busy playing all the Texas and other games. But oh, Randy. Oh yeah, 9 league games. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want us to go to 9 league games because we would have to. Because right now with 8 league games, every other year we get 8 home games. I don't know how that works out. It's because of the non-cons. We're flipping Louisville and 3 other teams, our home teams. So we get 8 home games every other year. That's why we don't want to go to 9 league games. Yes, that's the way Matt Jones explained it, and it makes sense. So yes, we don't want to drop Louisville, but we'll see. It's a lot of money. If I mean, if it happens, it happens. But I mean, we would have to drop. We would have to, dude. We would never go to a bowl if we played 9 SEC games in Louisville. That'd be 10 games. That would be friggin' oh, that would be murder's row. Anthony, yeah. I mean, we damn. I mean, it would be brutal. I mean, I wish we would go. And Randy, if you're still in here, they're supposed to go to a rotating schedule. I keep hearing this. Maybe next year. They're supposed to have three. I've seen one that we had 3 common opponents and one we had 4 common opponents. But I think they're talking about the 3 common opponents and rotating everyone else. It depends on who our 3 common opponents are. Because I've seen Georgia in on every list that we had Georgia. One time we didn't have Vanderbilt. We had Georgia, Tennessee, South Carolina. And I was like, man, that's going to be our permanent 3. I hope not. Um, Give me Missouri. Can we not play Vandy? I mean, Mississippi State. But no, I hope that the SEC gets the schedule figured out because I don't want to keep playing the same schedule every year. I don't know why we did that this year. So I don't know what that was all about. I don't know how you guys feel about rotating. Who do you think we should be playing? I mean, we need. I like to play Mississippi State, Vanderbilt, Missouri. That'd be great with me. That's not going to happen. Uh, I don't know who we're going to play, but it would be somebody good. Uh, but no, guys. All right, we got 15 people in here. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. We've been going an hour and 30 minutes. I'm gonna go a little bit longer, uh, and we'll just talk about whatever you want to talk about. There's not a lot of good news out of camp. There's not any bad news out of our camp. Finally, things have calmed down. Randy, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. Good. Georgia 3 would be Florida, Auburn, and either Kentucky, Tennessee, South Carolina. I saw Kentucky on the list that we've shown, that the Kentucky people have shown. We had you guys. So yeah, you want us. Yes, you don't want Tennessee, South Carolina. I mean, Tennessee, you always beat them, so maybe you do need them. Well, you always beat us, but Tennessee hates you guys. So I would like to see you keep Tennessee, because man, it makes them mad when you beat them. Them, and they can't beat Florida. You and Florida, Tennessee fans, they don't like. So yes, it would not hurt my feelings if we did not have Georgia. Yeah. Uh, but yes. All right, we're down to 14 people, but I'm going to keep going, guys. Um, like I said, Anthony ever played Texas A&M? Yes, they have at Texas A&M, but Texas, and it was a close game. We lost at the end of the game. Probably could have won that game. That was that 2 or 3 years ago. We lost at the very end. But yeah, they've never been to Lexington ever, and I don't understand why. They've been in the SEC, what, 4 or 5 years, and they've never been to Lexington. So this is why I don't understand why we can't get some sort of rotation going. It's mathematics. Just get it done. I don't know what the commissioner is doing there. Sankey, Don K. Fish. Yes, we almost beat them. Yeah, we should have beat them. Man, we lose games sometimes. We had them beat. That was one of the years we won 9 games, I think, and we almost had them. Should have had them, but yeah. So, and they have not won a national. I did not know this. Texas A&M has not won a national championship since like the 1920s. I thought they had won one during the 70s or 60s. They have not. So if you don't count Texas and Oklahoma, there's only 6 teams from the SEC that have won a national championship in the modern era since like 1960. Anthony, that's what I'm saying. Some of these teams aren't in the same conference. Yeah, I mean we should be rotating. Uh, we should be playing Texas A&M should be playing in Lexington. If we're going to rotate, then rotate. Like Missouri. Missouri has look at Missouri's schedule, how easy it is. They don't play Georgia. They don't play Texas. I don't think they play Alabama. I mean, I looked at their schedule. I was like, man, why can't we have that schedule? You know, they're picked to have a good year. Well, yeah, they're going to have a good year. They don't play Georgia, Texas, and Alabama. They ought to have a really good year. Damn, I mean, they're playing Arkansas, Mississippi State. Yeah, I imagine they're going to have a. I bet you they win 7 or 8 games. Elmer, everyone's wanting to get Vandy's. That quarterback has been too bold. Yeah, Diego Pavi, he's good. I mean, he can back it up. I will say that he can back his, but I don't think he has the team this year. They're not going to sneak up on anybody, and they didn't gain a lot. Like in the power rankings, they're the last ranked SEC team in the power ratings. If you believe in numbers, now if you believe in Paul Feinbaum and stuff, we're worse than Vanderbilt. But if you look at the numbers, they're 57 in the power rankings. We're 35. Okay, so that's what the numbers say. Randy, this year's SEC schedule was lazy. Yeah, I agree with you, Randy. You just go, yeah, okay, play the same teams again, except flip it on the road now. Yeah, that took about what, 2 minutes to figure that out. I mean, don't do that. I agree with you. Man, teams like us got screwed, and teams like Missouri got to keep the same schedule. It's like, man, you know. So anyway, yeah, I got us, Anthony Eason. Tough environment, Lane Stadium. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Very tough. Uh, but yes, Elmer about Vandy. Yeah, the quarterback's gonna have to back it up now, especially against Tennessee. And they lost to Tennessee. You talk about we're gonna rule Tennessee. You didn't even beat Tennessee last year. Randy left to catch a game there. Yes. Yeah, I bet you it's a beautiful place. So, but yeah, we got to get the SEC's got to do something about the schedule. Uh, I mean, seriously. uh, get the rotation in and just sit down and do it. I mean, how long can it take? I mean, I can figure out a work schedule for 3 shifts of firefighters if you give me about an hour. Come on. I mean, there's 16 teams. Uh, do the math. Let's just do this. Uh, but I don't know. I don't know where we're going with that. All right, we got 15 people in here. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. We're going to go a few more minutes, guys. We've been going an hour and 40 minutes, and it has gone by fast. So we're going to go. We're going to go longer. And whatever, if there's something you want to talk about, there's not all good news for Kentucky in summer camp. Nobody got injured. I mean, there's some dinged up people. Seth McGowan's a little dinged up, but he's fine. Stoops said Dowdell dinged up, running back, he's fine. The big news is Jermaine Wilcox got downgraded to fourth string, and Patterson moved up to third string. So Wilcox has got to get his act together. Anthony Eason trying, we don't know, going back. Oh, yeah, the ACC. I don't know what we're talking to. Anthony's a Louisville fan. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen to ACC if everybody bails. I know Duke is North Carolina's wanting to bail. Florida State wants to bail really bad. Yeah, I mean, I don't know where the how this super conference and if we're going to have three super conferences or how we're going to do it. Uh, I just know the Big East doesn't play football and they're going to rule basketball because they can take all their in-out money and put it for basketball because they don't play football. So that's a disadvantage for us. So yeah, we're caught. Hey Trey, welcome Trey. Oh man, Trey Horrigan. I welcome brother. I don't know if I've seen you before. Back and watch this later. Yeah, I know, brother. Watch it again. We'll probably do a live Thursday night. It'll be a little bit later because I want everybody to go to Randy's. Uh, them F and dog. How about them F and dogs podcast? He's having one at 8 p.m. Central. You said, or excuse me, 7 p.m. Central, 8 Eastern. So yes, everybody go to Randy's. We may do one later Thursday night, but yeah, watch it back. Uh, Yeah, Twitter. That was you. Yes. You know what, brother? I'm thinking about it. I had a really bad experience with Twitter a couple of years ago. I mean, I'm gonna maybe try it. I need to get to 500 here. I've got to work on, like Randy was telling me, you got to get to 500 so you can get community tab and everything else going. Once I get to 500, I will get on Twitter and I'm going to do the game right here. So the first three games. In fact, I looked at my work schedule. I'll probably only miss one game, South Carolina. Other than that, we'll be doing the games right here. So the Toledo game, 2 weeks from yesterday, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, right here, 11:45 a.m. Central, 12:45 a.m. Eastern. I'll come on early and we'll do a pregame show. We're going to live chat the game during the game. So come on over here and watch the game with us. Uh, be like Notre Dame, Elmer. Yeah, pick your schedule. Randy, we'll be live Wednesday. Oh, you said Wednesday. Oh, and Thursdays. Oh, Wednesday and Thursday. Oh, okay. The rest until the season's over. Okay, that's Randy's schedule, everybody. Everybody look at that. Randy's going to be live on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, and he's going to be live on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. So everybody go over to Randy's if you want to see how a live is done, and you can get in there and talk, whether you're a Louisville fan or a Kentucky fan. He does not discriminate and does not get aggressive with anybody. He's not Uncle Lou from Georgia. Okay, he's a cool Georgia dude. I mean, I like Uncle Lou, but yeah, he's a little bit of a smartass. Randy's cool. Get on there and talk about football, talk about Jordan, anything you want to talk about. Randy will talk about it with you. Anthony, I kind of like the idea, Randy. Yes. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you might be right, Anthony. I mean, you might be onto something. Um, I don't know. I don't know where we're going with college sports. If they start making as much as professional athletes, I don't know where we're going to go with this. Why would you leave college? I mean, just make 6 years of college. 6 year degree. Yeah, you can stay 6 years. I'm going to make 3 million a year. Uh, Forget about playing for the Titans. You know, play for us. We'll have to see how that goes. Um, but no. So we'll do one Thursday. We'll probably do one on Thursday. We'll do one a little bit later, probably eight a.m. Central, 9 Eastern, and let everybody go over and chill with Randy for a little bit before you come over here. And we'll get him some business and he'll get us a little business. And yes, guys, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I got to get to 500. Trey, you should see how bad UK fans are letting Vince. At X. Oh my God. See, yeah, yeah. I look, man. X. I had a real bad experience. I mean, it's easy for people to get on there and just invade your channel, and then I end up having to spend all my time deleting comments or trying to answer, and it just turned into one big argument. And then I'm trying to talk about sports, and you're talking about politics. I don't want to talk about politics, so it's just so hard. I'll have to go back on X because I haven't been on there in a couple of years, and I'll see what it's like once I get to 500 here. But man, it's toxic over there sometimes, and I just don't want to do that. Elmer, Randy, try to catch you during my lunch break Tuesday. Yes, I'm kind of new on X. It's very toxic. Yeah, I mean, look, you guys, I have to delete some people. There's some comments made on my videos and lives. I've had to delete only a couple, maybe three or four. Not that bad. It's definitely toxic. Completely understand. Yeah, Trey, I may try it, but man, I just remember spending all my time when I didn't even have a YouTube channel. I just tried to have a sports channel. I spent all my time blocking people and, people from India that don't even know what are you doing on here? It just got to be so time consuming trying to do this the way I want to do it. When I get on here, you guys, and I know there's 16 people in here, I at least want to know what I'm talking about. Like I'll study the offense, I'll study our roster. I got a roster written down. I write everything down. I type everything so I remember it. I don't want to get on there, and I'm not trying to dog out our fans, but we got some fans that have channels that they just get on there and start talking, and it puts me to sleep. Okay, I mean, I try to make it a little exciting. Try to know what I'm talking about. Uh, you know, I'm not going to make up a controversy, but some of our fans, yeah, I don't know you know. And I will be doing basketball, Trey. So we'll do basketball too, because I love basketball. I'm a 50-50 guy. Now I love basketball too. Uh Jelovic is in Lexington. Okay, breaking news on basketball. If you follow my channel, I put that out. So we'll do 10 seconds of basketball news. Breaking news: Jelovic from Croatia. He's in Lexington. He was with Mark Pope at a tennis match in Cincinnati. So the basketball team is going to be good. Elmer, X can be invaded. Yes. Yeah, dude. They get on your channel and you can't get them off. And, I'm glad YouTube. I mean, I haven't got to 500 yet to do the community tab. We're going to find out. But I have enough time. Trying to do this is very time consuming. Because I'm trying to do shorts and I'm trying to do a regular video. I'm trying to do live. So, and I'm going to do the game. So yeah, we'll be doing the game here. So as long as you guys keep coming here, if I get 500 really good people, that's fine with me. I don't have to get. I'm not trying to get monetized and thousands of people on here, and then yeah, I'm not Uncle Lou. I'm not going to do other teams. I'll listen to Randy when he comes on and talk about Georgia. Somebody came on from the MAC and was talking about Toledo. I'll listen to you. But yeah, I can't be doing Notre Dame schedule and Indiana schedule because I just don't unless you're doing this full time, like Uncle Lou, if everybody knows who that is, he does it full time. So he's good at it. But yeah, I don't want to do this full time. I just want to do it for fun and us have fun. And yeah, we know how hard it is to be Kentucky football fans. Okay, we understand. Hey, Neville the Devil. Welcome, Neville the Devil. New to Kentucky football. Looks like you great place to start. Neville, well, I appreciate it, brother. If you have not subscribed to my channel, brother, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications. I do videos, shorts, and lives. And also, Neville, I will be doing the first football game right here. I'll do probably 11 of the 12 football games. Right here, we're going to live stream, live chat the game. During the game, we'll be talking. I can't show the game, but we can be watching the game and chatting about it. So come here. Neville the Devil, come here, come back, brother. You're welcome back anytime. Uh, like I said, I try to put out videos every week. I'll put out shorts. I'll do lives. Once the season starts, it's going to get real busy. Trey, Andy, and Ari, Kentucky, Mark Stoops. Oh, Andy and Ari. Okay, I don't know who that is. Thank you for shouting them out, though. Andy and Ari are talking about they posted an on three. Okay, I don't know who Andy and Ari is, but I'll have to check them out. A lot of the people, man, that on these, if it says, oh man, what's the words? I can't think of the words I hate on the podcast. There's some podcast that locked on, dude. If it says locked on, don't watch it. Locked on Titans, locked on Gamecocks, man, if it says locked on, it's locked on stupid to me. I can't stand that everybody says the same exact thing over the same exact stories, the same exact. If you watch one locked on, you see them all locked on. We ain't gonna be locked on anything here. Okay. I never felt so locked by watching Locked On. So yeah, some of our fans don't need to be doing channels. And look, I don't have a lot of fancy graphics. This fancy graphics is the football helmet. And oh, my scoreboard, guys. Oh, look at this. Y'all ready? This is how fancy the graphics are going to be, okay? This is the scoreboard right here. We're going to put it up behind me. Yep. Yeah, that's their Wrigley Field scoreboard. That's the graphics you get in here. I'm going to put it up behind me and change the score when we score, okay? So that's it. I don't like cluttered stuff on the screen, but that's just me personally. There's a lot of people that do good. I'm not dogging out people who do graphics, but I just want to talk and see the chat and talk to you guys. I don't want a bunch of stuff in the way when I'm talking. I want you seeing a bunch of stuff. That's just me. But I'll have to check that out, Trey. That's your scoreboard. Yep. I was gonna get a digital one, but it was like $300 or $400. I'm like $300 or $400. Just give me a whiteboard. I'll draw pictures on it. Because look, we're gonna know what the score is. We're gonna be watching the game together. But no, basketball, same thing. So we will do basketball. We'll do football. Um, all right, guys, we're going to go a few more minutes. I've got 10 or 15 more minutes in me. What do you guys want to talk about? We've talked about. Look, guys, no news is good news. The summer camp has gone well. I'm a fan of simple Tom's off. Thank you, Elmer. I'm a simple man. Just give me the facts. I don't, I just want to know what's the score. That's why I can't stand KSR sometimes, because I just want to see the game. Or when people start talking about the NFL when they were doing politics during I don't want to hear about politics. So what's the score of the game? Who's did what? That's all I want to know. You know, Trey, I like Matt Jones, but football takes are terrible. I agree, Trey. I love Matt too, and he will admit it. His football takes are terrible. He talks for football for 2 minutes, and then we talk about Tyler Childers, or whatever his name is, and what restaurant they ate at. And I don't want. I mean, and I like that, but dude, give me some more football. So yes, he doesn't know the quarterback's name, Zach Calzada, Nick Calzada. I noticed that. Yeah, yeah. Matt Jones does not know our quarterback's name. It's all right. I like Matt though. He did something. I gotta. I liked it when he did his remotes and he went around the state. I would go and show up. So look, he's got a lot of money now. So he got a restaurant. So he's doing a lot wrestling. I think he sold the wrestling, but he's doing a lot of things. And once you try to do, I'm just trying to do one thing well. Yeah. I understand that he couldn't stick to sports all the time. I get it. And I like hearing the goofy stories, but I like Ryan and Shannon and Drew's from Madisonville. I grew up with Franco, Drew's dad. He was a little bit ahead of me, but I grew up with Drew's dad. And let me tell you something about Drew's dad. Drew Franklin's dad was a badass. You did not mess with him. He would he would fight somebody in a heartbeat. I remember being scared of him. Yes. He's a good man though. He helped me move one time. I needed help moving and the dude shows up and I was poor. I gave him $20. I have to tell Drew Franklin this story one time. I knew Drew Franklin when he was a little kid. Yeah, his dad helped me move. So I appreciate Franco. Elmer, Matt Jones, basically about basketball. Yeah, that's Matt's specialty and that's his love. You got to love football, guys. If you're a Kentucky fan, Matt Jones said, Kentucky football fans have never paid so much and gotten so little in return. That might be true. I mean, look, I get it. It's hard to be good at two sports, and we're so good at basketball. We can't ever stop being good at basketball because that's what we do. And I get it. I don't like it sometimes, but I get it. Um, now, all right, guys, we got to do a live next weekend. So we'll do one. I work Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We'll probably do one Thursday night. We'll probably do it at 8 Central, 9 Eastern, just so everybody can go over to Randy's and look at Randy's podcast. And then we'll do one maybe on Sunday. And no, we'll have to do it on Saturday. Yeah, we'll have to do Saturday. So we'll probably do Thursday, Saturday this week. I know it's sandwiched together, but it'll be a week before the game. There'll be some things happen between now and then. Just don't get anybody hurt, and just the last week, just go over the playbook, learn the playbook. Let's get ready to line up and run the ball right down their throat and keep Tucker Gleason off the field. Uh, so if you haven't seen my how to lose to Toledo, how we could lose, go back and watch that video. I just posted it yesterday, and I go over how we could lose because the quarterback is good, and we will lose if we try to get if we turn the ball over or try to get in a scoring contest. Elmer, I love both sports. Don't have a favorite. Just love. Yeah, I like both sports. Trey, 23 years old. Wow, Trey, I thought you were older than that. Well, hello, Trey, 23. Glad to have someone young. We need some young blood in here, Trey. So you got to come back. I first remember Rich Brooks, Music City Bowl. Yep. Joker Phillips. Yeah, Joker Phillips. They handed Joker Phillips the job, and he was awful at it, which is too bad. Yeah, Stoops, look, you're only 23. You think it was bad before that, brother. You should have seen about the next 2 decades before that, and you would see bad. There was a guy named Bill Curry. If you want to see bad, Bill, yeah, go back to the 1990s, late 80s, early 90s, and if we won any game, we were like, holy shit, we won a game. Uh, yeah, so it's been bad. People don't understand that are younger sometimes. Yeah, it's been really bad. But I like Mark Stoops. I don't want to see him get fired. I don't know how you guys feel. I don't want another coach. There's people that are done with him. I know we want another coach to come in, John Gruden or the guy from damn Tulane, the Kentucky boy. I keep hearing his name over and over. John Summerall. Yes, I know he's a good guy and he's a good coach. I got it. I like the coach we have. Let's help the coach we have stay. How about that? And then we'll worry about the rest later. All right, guys. Anything you want to talk about before we go? I'm gonna stay on a couple more minutes here. Anything, any questions? Like I said, all is quiet. It's summer practice. So hey, that's good. Let's just be let's just be getting ready for that first game. Uh we know what they're gonna do and they know what we're gonna do. Oh, right. RAR3. I like Stoops for how he coaches. Yes, with his heart on his sleeve. Yes. I hope he coaches here till he dies. Yeah, Stoops takes up. If it's his fault, at least he says, "Hey, man, my bad, my fault. Couldn't get that out of Calipari." At least he says it's his fault. For that much money, it is your fault. By the way, you can say it, or whether it's Calipari said it or not, we knew it was your fault. And same thing with Mark. At least Mark Stoops says it. Elmer, Bill Curry, good good beat Tulane and Vandy. That was about it. Yeah, we lost to Kent State, Elmer. Yeah, and sometimes we beat Indiana and sometimes we didn't. Yeah, the Indiana series, I got a video on that. Man, that was awful. We played a 3-0 game. Yeah, if you want to hear a story, go watch my Kentucky Indiana series. We played a game. See, Trey, we played a game against Indiana, and it was nothing to nothing in the as the at the end of the game, we kicked a field goal. That's how bad the teams were. They couldn't score. Oh, it was awful. So we beat Indiana 3-0. And both coaches got fired that year. Bill Curry got fired in 96, and Bill Mallory got fired for Indiana 3-0. The worst game I've ever seen. What's your bold take for the season, Tom? 8 wins. All the way, Stoops, troops all the way. 8 wins would be my really bold take. Would be 8-4. Yeah, I think we 6 or 7 is doable, but bold take is 8-4. I think Calzada proves everybody wrong. That's my bold take for the year. I think he proves everybody wrong and shows that now he can play quarterback and he can run the offense, even though it's primarily a running offense. The rush sets up the pass. A lot of play action passes in this game in this offense that we did not get to do last year because God knows our quarterback last year didn't was running for his life. So you're going to see it completely. My bold take is you will not recognize the offense. You'll be like, what team am I watching? That's my bold take also. Randy, thoughts on Gusta transfer? He's good. Uh, Randy, he thinks it's hot in Kentucky. He doesn't understand how humid it is because he came from the West Coast. But yeah, Gusta's a good player. He's 300 pounds and he clogs up the middle of the he clogs up the middle for the running game and he blows up plays in the backfield. So that's what we need him to do. Just be disruptive. He just plays right in the middle, and he just friggin' pushes the line back, push him back. I like Gusto a lot. Trey, I lived in New Albany. Oh, New Albany. Okay, my whole life. So Louisville. So I'm surrounded by Louisville and Indiana fans. Well, I'm surrounded by Indiana fans because I'm in Evansville. But yeah, nothing wrong with that. Indiana fans are passionate about their basketball, but Indiana fans would not claim the football team. Indiana fans, I call them out all the time because they were Notre Dame football fans, but Indiana basketball fans. No, it's one school per fan. I tell them you can't do that. Now all of a sudden they like Indiana because they're good in football, but now Indiana fans, man, I mean, never ceases to amaze me. Uh, but no, Randy, Goose is good, and this Humphrey Grace kid we got from South Dakota, he's good, and we got a defensive end from Kent State who was terrible, but this dude is fast. Big guy, fast. Cam Olds is his name. We got some good defensive players. We went around and rated some rosters and got some people that we needed. So I think our defense is going to be solid. Uh, all right, guys, we hit 2 hours. So I'll tell you what, this is what we're going to do. We're going to call it a night, and I'm going to get up and go to work, get on shift tomorrow. So everybody be careful going to work tomorrow and go or wherever you're going. Just be careful out there. Let's come back Thursday night at 8 Central, 9 Eastern. Everybody go to Randy. How about the F and Dogs podcast an hour before that and go check out his podcast and then come over here and we'll start ours at 8 Central, 9 Eastern on Thursday. And then maybe we'll do one on Saturday because Sunday I'm playing fantasy football draft on Sunday night. I'm actually playing for money. I don't know why. It's a firehouse thing. It's serious. So I got to play fantasy football. Thanks, Tom. I appreciate you, Randy. As always, brother, I appreciate you coming over and stay. You stayed the whole 2 hours, man. I appreciate it. If you have not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, guys. I appreciate it, Trey. Have a good. Thank you, Trey. Young man, thanks for coming. We need some young blood. Hey, thanks to everybody. I love all my 400. I'm up to 405. If I gain somebody tonight, that's good. I appreciate all of you, and I will be on here, and we're all going to root for Kentucky, and we're all going to, look, let's just get to the first game, watch the game right here, watch the game over here, and we'll talk. And we'll just have a fan channel right here, and we don't need Fine Bombers, and we don't need the Kentucky Sports Network or anybody else. We'll just do it ourselves. All right, guys. Well, look, have a safe week. Turn on the notifications, and I'll be previewing who's previewing this week, Vanderbilt. So you're going to see Diego Pavia, watching film on him, and we'll preview Vanderbilt, and then we'll have a live on Thursday night. So look, man, everybody be safe out there. God bless everybody. Hey, be kind to people. Don't be so short. I got a temper. I'm gonna work on my temper. Try not to be short with people. We're all human beings, and we're all stupid in our own way. But all right, guys, look, have a good night. I'll see you Thursday.